This is going to be a random reading for the collective. This is a collective and it's also a random read. So take what resonates, only what resonates, and leave what is not for someone who it may resonate for. Alrighty, make sure that you're using your discernment and you're trusting your intuition when it comes to these messages that you receive. I'm not going to channel you guys. Alright, and we're just going to see what comes out, gang. So let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Random reading for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? Alrighty, gang. It's a big deck. I'm still writing cards. Can y'all believe that? I'm still writing cards. I still have more to add. But anyway, though, ask my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters. That was intuitive reading. I have been spending a lot of time in isolation to myself and hermit. I actually enjoy my alone time. I feel compelled to tell this to you guys, so maybe some of you guys have been spending some time alone. I've been channeling more, even in my dreams. Like, my dreams have been becoming more vivid. I just had purchased me a dream journal. I had my girls decorated all cutesy for me. Okay, and I had a couple of like spiritual and words of affirmation and all of that I had them put on there, like stickers. So I had them put that on there. Some of you guys may need a dream journal, especially if you have been having like really vivid dreams like me, because it could be, you know, your spirit team trying to speak out to you in a dream, send you a message. Maybe you're discerning something in a dream. Okay, and this could be, you know, personal lessons or just something that might be going on around you, or something that you're, you know, dealing with. Okay, but that can be significant. Anyway, though, ask my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters to help me this intuitive reading. Alrighty, gang, first one out. For the collective spirit, random reading. You guys have violent, intrusive thoughts will do harm to themselves or others. So someone could have violent and intrusive thoughts, okay, will do harm to themselves or others. Okay, I know that I had channeled in Sagittarius's reading, Sagittarius energy can be significant, the other day, about someone who was having like suicidal thoughts. Okay, there are suicidal hotlines if anybody ever feels like they're gonna harm themselves, or if you're getting to a point where you feel like you're gonna harm others, you can reach out to professionals. Okay, if you don't know, you know, hotlines that you can call the police, call 911. Even if it's on yourself and you're having these intrusive thoughts and you feel like you really need help, it's nothing wrong with asking help if you really need help, gang. Okay, but anyway, though, there's someone here who's having violent and intrusive thoughts. They will put harm to themselves or others. Okay, so be mindful. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have reliving a traumatic experience by recreating the situation with you. Now, this could be someone who is reliving their trauma through their experiences. Okay, when you don't learn a lesson, things that you need to heal, things that you need to, you know, get hip on, or whatever, you're going to keep repeating that cycle until you learn it. But somebody here has been reliving their trauma, a specific traumatic experience, okay, and recreating it in a situation with you. So definitely be mindful. So if this person experienced violence, abuse in any type of way, mental abuse, sexual abuse, physical harm, anything like that, okay, they could be reliving that trauma through that experience with you. So just be mindful, because again, will do harm to themselves or others. So if this is someone has done harm to them, they might inflict that pain onto you. So just be mindful of that, collective. Okay, I was hoping we got a good one, but somebody needs to hear it. Okay, you're overlooking the red flags. Pay attention to the patterns. If you're dealing with this situation, collective, don't overlook the red flags. Pay attention to the pattern. Spirit says somebody's overlooking the red flags. They need to trust their intuition, their discernment. Okay, and pay attention to the patterns. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have, there's more to it than they let on. Find out more information. There's more to it than someone is letting on. So find out more information about a situation. Okay, I would hate, and hate is a really strong word, but in this case, I would hate for any harm to be done with anybody in my collective. I would hate to hear anything bad happen to y'all. I do not wish that on anybody. No type of pain, no type of violence, no type of abuse on anybody. Not even my worst enemies. Nobody should have to deal with that type of stuff. And I know in the real world it's going to happen. Some people do experience traumatic experiences. But if you can save yourself by actually paying attention to the flags, the red flags that you see, you can save yourself or another, because maybe you're seeing red flags. Someone may need to do a wellness check. If you've been seeing red flags in someone, they've been acting a bit different, they've been acting funny, they've been moving funny, they gotten real silent, I don't know, whatever the signs is, okay, someone may even need a wellness check, okay? But let's see, for the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have, there's no saving them, they're a lost cause, okay? I don't know if this is someone that you were trying to save, collective, okay? This could be someone who's a lost soul. Okay, maybe things have been revealed to them. Spirit could have tried to reveal things to this person about parts of them that they need to heal, but they're not learning it. Especially if they're becoming their trauma, they're becoming their pain, they're inflicting pain onto others, or they're putting themselves in a situation where they can intentionally put themselves in harm's way. Just be mindful, okay? Let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? It's almost giving me like, be wary. This could be like a warning for somebody, okay? Same mindset, same habits, same results, repeated cycle. This is someone who has the same mindset, same habits. It's giving them same results. They're repeating a cycle. I kind of got that with the first card. Violent and intrusive thoughts will do harm to themselves or others, and reliving their traumas and experiences through other people. This is someone who recreates their trauma and the experiences that they share with other people. Okay, they're in a cycle, they're in a loop, a time loop. Okay, and it could be hard for this person to get out of with there's no saving them. Okay, you may want to heal this person, you may want to help this person, but they have to want to help themselves. They have to want to heal. Okay, you can provide them with all the information, all the help that you can give, but if this person doesn't want to take it, or if they're not excuse me, if they're not open to accepting the help, then they might be a lost cause. They have to choose that, okay? Let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Let me upgrade you. I will change your life. Maybe you tried to upgrade this person, change their life, uplift them, encourage them. Okay, that could be another energy, but it's really giving me like y'all energy. Some of y'all, and don't shoot the messenger, don't get mad at me, are kind of like Captain Save. Okay, I've been there. I used to attract the most damaged individuals, and I will feel like I could fix them, I could heal them. And somebody could feel like that. Someone could feel like they could fix somebody, they could heal them, they could level them up, But if this is someone who doesn't want, if they don't see their potential, okay, and they don't want to reach that potential, this could be someone who's really down on themselves. All they're gonna do, collective, is pull you right down with them. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have spiritually high ranked. 816, 818 is significant. You could be someone who's spiritually high ranked. Okay, I feel like you want to upgrade this person spiritually. You wanted to help them to spiritually grow, to heal. Okay, but again, I feel like there's no way that you can change this person. They have to want to change. Okay, this could be someone who's resistant to change. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have an opportunity to speak your truth. You have an opportunity, collective, to speak your truth. Speak up. Okay. Maybe you're seeing red flags and you have an opportunity to be a mirror. Maybe tell this person about themselves that maybe they don't see. Because this could be someone who's not seeing that they're reliving their trauma, or, recreating it in situations in an experience with you. Maybe they're not realizing, how harmful them having violent and intrusive thoughts can be to them and also to others. Because if they're thinking this way, I promise you this is someone who's speaking this way. I promise you this is someone who's speaking this way. If they're thinking this way, I promise you, the people can only mask the way that they think for so long. Eventually, it's going to come out of their mouth, the way that they think. You can tell how someone thinks just by the words that they're saying. So some of y'all may need to pay attention to that. That could be a pattern that you're realizing. They may not speak to you like that. They might speak crazy to other people or violent towards other people or whatever. Okay, but pay attention to that red flag before they start to do that with you. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? This is a random reading. So again, take what resonates, leave what is not. Okay, seeking therapy, getting your mind right. Someone may need to seek therapy. Okay, get their mind right. And I said that in the beginning, gang. Okay, about someone needing to reach out to a professional. Okay, suicidal hotlines. You can go to an actual therapist. Just make sure this person, you're not trying to be this person's therapist. Okay, you don't want to take on that weight, that burden of trying to heal someone's mind. It's definitely giving me mental health, and y'all know I preach this every Wednesday. I don't just say this, how are y'all guys doing? Are you giving yourself mental breaks? I don't just ask y'all this to just be asking y'all this. I ask y'all this because there are people who are seriously at war with their own thoughts. Okay, and this could be thoughts about how they feel about themselves, thoughts that have been put into their mind, programmed in their mind by society, by other people, because people can plant thoughts in your mind, all type of stuff. Okay, and also be mindful of what you feed your mind. What are you entertaining? What are you watching? And that just went past. What are you watching? Somebody could be watching. Okay, watching you, spying on you. Okay, that's a side note. But what are you feeding your mind? Okay. But let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Real serious read today. Giving you dirty looks like they want to say something. This could be someone that could be a sign. Pay attention to the pattern. This could be someone who's been giving you dirty looks. Like they want to say something. Get violent with you. Want to argue. Want to fight. Okay. If this is someone who's at war in their mind, they could be, at war with you. So, it could be coming out into their reality, manifesting into their reality. Because a lot of the time, your thoughts are what creates your reality. When you think negatively, when you think pessimistically, when you think bad thoughts, most likely that's all you're gonna see in the world is the bad, the harm, the violence in the world. But when you think positive and optimistic, not saying that bad things aren't gonna happen, but when you think positive, when you think optimistically, you're going to see things from a brighter lens. You're going to see the positive aspects, even the littlest things, okay, will be meaningful, or, you'll be given gratitude for. But when you're in a pessimistic mind space, it could be the little things that bug you, the littlest things that, I don't know, just someone needs to be mindful of their thoughts. Someone needs to be mindful of someone who could be violent, who can cause harm to them or another. Okay, someone who is reliving their trauma through their experiences, and this could be someone who's going to potentially have you experience something too. They're going to relive it through you, with you. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have, they don't believe in your dreams. They don't think you will succeed. Someone doesn't believe in your dreams. They don't think that you're going to succeed. Okay. Giving hater, y'all. Okay, give you dirty looks like they want to say something. Could be someone who needs to seek therapy. Their mental health might not be all the way right. Conflicted and confused. There's an illusion. Someone is conflicted and confused. There's an illusion. It's giving me the 5 of Swords. So Aquarius energy could be significant. Okay. Could be someone who's in a sabotaging type of energy. They'll sabotage themselves. They'll sabotage you. So just be mindful, especially if you're someone who has dreamt big. You have big dreams. You want your dreams to thrive. You've been putting hard work in on yourself, on your dreams, on your goals. Okay, and if this is someone who doesn't believe in you, doesn't believe in your dreams, and they don't want to see you succeed, they might try to sabotage you. So just be mindful of that. Okay, and this could be someone who's unhappy with themselves, where they're at in life. Okay. Let's see, for the collective, random reading. They're just effing for status. For some, this is someone who's just for status, okay? Let's see, for the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? And that could be, they feel like dealing with you, they'll be able to get ahead in life. They'll be able to get opportunities off of you, resources off of you. And that's been heavy in readings lately, especially if you've been working a lot on, taking care of yourself, achieving your goals, succeeding in the things that you want to accomplish. Like, there's been people watching y'all, and I literally just seen a net. There's been people or a specific person who's been watching you do this. And even though they didn't believe in your dreams, or they don't believe in your dreams, because this could be someone you is right next to you, gang. They right next to you, watching you, hating on you. Okay? So just pay attention. Pay attention to how people talk about you. It could be as small as someone saying, and it's just an example, but let's say you get you a degree and you just graduated, because the graduation's just happened. It just happened. You just graduated and you get you a degree. You're so proud of yourself. You worked hard to achieve that. You've been at it for a while. You know, it was a tough road for you. Even if it was an easy road, you just really worked on it. You really wanted it. You wanted to accomplish it, and you did. And this person comes up to you and was like, oh, I'm proud that you got your little degree. Your little degree. Like something like that. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I find your confidence attractive. There is someone, though, in your energy who finds your confidence attractive. Okay. You can be confident in the things that you do. Really courageous. You go forward. You push forward. You take fearless action to actually achieve the things that you want to achieve. Okay. It could be in your walk. You could walk confidently. In your talk, you're confident. Okay, it doesn't always have to be your attraction, like your looks. You know, you can be someone who's confident in your looks, but it's really giving me like you're confident in the things that you do. You know, if you know that you want something and you want to achieve it, you go after it. That's confidence right there. Just being confident in yourself that you will achieve it, so you keep at it. Okay, but somebody finds your confidence to be attractive. Be mindful of someone finding your confidence to be intimidating as well, because I'm definitely getting energy like that. Someone could be intimidated by your confidence, especially if this is someone who lacks confidence. It's almost giving me like the strength card, but in reverse. So Leo energy can be significant. Okay, let's see. For the collective, this is a random reading, so take what resonates. All right, gang. I did it because I thought I could get away with what I've done. So someone has done something to you, collective. Okay, and it could be trying to sabotage you in some type of way. Okay, but they did it because they thought that they could get away with what it is that they have done. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have nature is calling you. You're connected to Mother Earth. Some of you guys need to go outside, ground yourself, get connected to Mother Earth. Okay, let's make sure we get our story straight. Someone could be collaborating with another. Okay, especially if they did something behind your back and thought they were going to get away with it. There could have been some type of collaboration with let's get our story straight. Someone's trying to get their story straight with somebody. Okay. Just in case you find out the truth, or you go out to try to seek the truth, or if something gets exposed. If everybody's story is aligned, then they won't get caught. It's almost giving something like that. So just be mindful. Okay. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have, sometimes my anxiety gets the best of me. This could be you. This could be someone in your energy. But if your anxiety is going off and you're around somebody, just be mindful of that too. Because sometimes you get anxious around energies that's not aligned with you. Okay. Or that's your nervous system, your body telling you that something is off, something is wrong. So be mindful of that. Okay. But sometimes someone's anxiety gets the best of them. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have rage bait. I post things to trigger people to respond. Someone may try to trigger you. Okay, to get you to respond. Don't respond, react. You don't have to, don't react, respond. Okay. But think with logic. Don't think out of emotions. Because I feel like someone wants to get an emotional reaction out of you. Okay. So think before you respond. Don't react. Okay. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Because for someone could be like a bully. Okay. Hold on, gang. Hold on. My bad. Someone could be like a bully or trying to antagonize you in some type of way. Especially if this is someone who, like, they're giving you dirty looks. They already been having like violent thoughts, and this could even be to harm you in some type of way. Like, let's say that somebody wants to fight you, but they have to have a reason to fight you. So they post something, and it's just an example, okay? But they want a reason to fight you. So they want to get some type of reaction out of you. So they could be like, that's their reason to why they want to fight you, because you said this to a post that they intentionally posted, okay, to try to trigger you. Okay, and then say, well, if the shoe fit, the shoe must have fit. But you could have known that this person was trying to say it directly to you, but being indirect about it. So just be mindful. Gemini energy is here. Gemini energy can be significant. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have nosy neighbor all up in your business. Y'all can have a nosy neighbor that's all up in your business, collective. Okay, so someone needs to be mindful of who they tell their business to. Who, because it could even be a neighbor that's spying on you. Okay, too risky. Taking a chance on this will backfire in the worst way. Something is too risky. Okay, and it will backfire in the worst way. Now, it could be someone's over here doing something really risky and it's going to backfire on them. But you make sure that you don't involve yourself in something that could be too risky. Because it will backfire on you too, collective. So just be mindful, okay? For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have happiness blooms from within. Finding fulfillment within yourself. You could be finding fulfillment. Happy with self, happy with life, happy with your achievements. Happiness blooms within. Now, there could be someone who needs to know this. Like, they need to know this. They need to seek therapy and learn that happiness blooms from within. Okay? Hating on somebody else's happiness is not going to find them fulfillment. Okay? Let's see. For the collective, and somebody in this energy, it could bring them fulfillment when they see others in pain. So just be mindful. Okay, I'm fully engaged with the present, free from distractions of the past and worries about the future. So you could be freeing yourself, liberating yourself, okay, from past distractions, not worried about your future. Okay, staying present, focused on the present, enjoying the present time, being happy. Okay, fulfilled with life, where you're at right now. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? This is a random reading. You guys have the case of the ex. I refuse to let you go. For some, this is an ex of yours. Ex-friend, ex-family member, ex-lover. Not all the time, because it says ex, it doesn't mean it has to be somebody that you used to date. Now, it could, for a lot of y'all, could be someone that y'all were dating who was jealous and envious of you, who didn't believe in your dreams, who was having violent and intrusive thoughts. They was trying to relive their trauma, their traumatic experience, vicariously through you. It's just really weird. Okay, you could have overlooked the red flags with this ex, but they refused to let you go. Okay, hold on, gang. Stop the timer at 22:11. So 22:11 can be significant, which is about balance, harmony, you receiving enlightenment. So you could be receiving enlightenment that's going to help you to balance something out. Okay, create harmony in your connections or in your reality. Okay, but there's an ex here, ex-friend, ex-lover. For a lot of y'all, it could be an ex-lover who refuses to let you go. Okay, and their mental can be off. This could be someone who needs to seek therapy. They have violent and intrusive thoughts. All right, I definitely channel something significant like this in Taurus's read. So if you guys want to check out Taurus's read, you can. Taurus energy can be significant. We also have Aquarius, Leo, Gemini so far. Okay, let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? It's a random reading. You made the choice to improve for a reason. Don't go backwards to habits or a situation that's no longer serving you. You made the choice to improve for a reason. Don't go backwards to habits or a situation that is no longer serving you. Don't do it. Okay, it might be too risky to do it. Going back to the past, it'd be too risky. Okay, because it might backfire on you in the worst way, especially if this is someone who's having violent and intrusive thoughts. It says will do the harm to themselves or others. Okay, I just seen 2332. So 2332 could be significant. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Especially if this is someone who has tried to cause some type of damage to you, like play mental games, abuse you in some type of way. Okay, if they weren't able to achieve this or succeed in this or sabotage you in some type of way and you let them back in, you're giving them an opportunity to try to achieve that they once failed at. And this could be someone who failed at a mission that they were on, and now they're ready to complete the mission. Don't do it, collective, okay? Honest and trustworthy, strong moral principles, consistent, accountable, ethical, knows right from wrong. This could be your energy. Again, this could be someone else in your energy. You just take how it resonates for you. But somebody here is honest and trustworthy. They have strong moral principles. They're consistent. They hold themselves accountable. They're ethical. And they know right from wrong. Okay. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have 12-12. And we had 22-11. So ones and twos can be significant. You're coming into alignment. Trust your journey. You're balancing all aspects of self. Okay, trust your journey. You're balancing all aspects of self-collective. Okay, you're about to receive some good news. Okay, Conspiracy, you're about to receive some good news. Some of y'all need to keep your good news to yourself. Okay, especially if you got nosy neighbors or just someone who's nosy all up in your business. They don't want to see you achieve things. They be giving you dirty looks. You might need to keep your good news to yourself. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? You guys have morally upright. You carry yourself with integrity. Cause period. Okay, I love someone who's trustworthy and has integrity. Okay, I will take that over love any day. Somebody who has integrity, don't know right from wrong. Okay, they're trustworthy. They hold themselves accountable. Okay. Yes, I love that. Okay, so you could be someone who's morally upright. You carry yourself with integrity. You're trustworthy. You have strong principles, morals. You hold yourself accountable. You're consistent. Maybe you have somebody in your energy who's like this. Okay, you could be releasing somebody who's doing a repetitive cycle, reliving their trauma through their experiences, and coming to somebody who's choosing to do different. Okay, they have a different mindset. They have an open mindset. They're changing their habits. They're changing their patterns. They're creating a new reality for themselves. Okay, let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Any lesson you refuse to learn will repeat until you do. I said this. Any lesson that you refuse to learn will repeat until you do. Okay, I also said this in Pisces energy reading today. So if you want to check out Pisces reads, you can. Okay, you don't have to, only if you feel compelled to. All right, but somebody here is not learning the lesson. They're going to keep repeating the lesson until they learn that lesson. All right, let's see. For the collective, this is a random reading, so take what resonates, only what resonates, and leave what is not for some who may resonate for. Okay, fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's significant. Fire signs, you need to be mindful. Either somebody in your energy is repeating a cycle, or this is you, gang. Flip, switch the roles, and you take it how it resonates for you. Okay? But fire energy is significant. We got Gemini, I already channeled Leo, and Aquarius. Energy is significant. Okay? Let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Random confirmations. Random reading. You make me feel a way I never felt before. Growing in love. Someone feels like you make them feel a way that they never felt before. Someone who's growing in love with you. Okay. 511. Positive changes are happening. You're being guided to a more fulfilling life. You've already found that fulfillment within yourself. Becoming more happy. And there's positive changes that are happening for you. Okay, you're being guided to a more fulfilling life. If you were unfulfilled, you were unhappy in a situation, and you're now creating a new reality for yourself, positive changes are happening for you. Okay, and I did say Taurus too. Taurus and Pisces. Okay, those energies as well. Let's see. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? I'm gonna grab a couple more and we're gonna read the bottom of the deck. You guys have God on your side. You will never fail. Cause period, you have God, the Most High God, the Almighty God. Cause period, on your side, you will never fail. Cause period, there's a higher power behind you. Okay, I'm trying to trick you into believing I am someone that I'm not. Masking. Someone's trying to trick you into believing that there's someone that they're not. So trust that. Trust the signs. Don't overlook the red flags. Because for some, maybe y'all have overlooked the red flags in the past. For some, you overlooking the red flags right now. Again, take it how it resonates for you. Okay, but there is someone who's masking, who is trying to make you believe that they are someone that they're not. Okay, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay, the mask could be slipping. And I told y'all, okay, and for some, it could just be with their words. Their actions and their words might not even align. Okay, but I'm trying to tell you, if someone's in a certain mind space, you can tell what type of mind space that somebody's in just by the words that they speak. I know this from experience. You could tell the type of mindset a person has just by what they say, how they speak, when they say certain things. Okay. What they post with rage bait here, what they post, you could tell the type of time, the type of mind somebody be in by those things. So pay attention. Don't overlook the red flags, okay? Let's see. One more. For the collective, October is significant. Someone's birthday can be in October. Libra, Scorpio energy could be significant, okay? Or maybe something significant will be happening in October, okay? So take it how it resonates for y'all, gang. At the bottom of the deck, we got a major backfire is about to happen. So a backfire is definitely about to happen on somebody. Somebody's about to be doing something. Somebody's doing something that's too risky. And it could be to try to work against you, collective. Even if they try to get their story straight, definitely giving me somebody's working with somebody. Now, I don't know if this is somebody in your past trying to work with a neighbor, or if these are neighbors working together, or this is an ex working with a friend, or if this is family members, or whatever the case may be. It's giving me a collaboration here somewhere. Okay? Where somebody trying to get their story straight. I didn't forget that card came out. Okay? Somebody trying to get their story straight. They want to make sure that they get all their lies lined up and in order, so they all telling the same story, so it don't sound funny. Okay, so just be mindful, because someone's doing something that's too risky, and taking a chance on doing this is going to backfire on them. And I feel like this could have something to do with you, collective. It has to do something to do with you. Otherwise, it wouldn't have came out in the reading. And I'm doing a reading for you. Right? Okay? But remember, the Most High God is on your side. Okay, so stay prayed up. All right, and again, like I said in the beginning of the read, some of y'all can be in isolation, in hermit. You've been spending a lot of time alone. Okay. Yeah, so, and also with your dreams, you know, you channeling stuff. Maybe spirit is trying to tell you something. It could be in your dreams, or maybe you might channel it like I channel. You just take it how it resonates for you, okay? But trust yourself overall. Trust the Most High overall. Your spirit team, your ancestors, okay? But a major backfire is about to happen on somebody, okay? I'm just stringing you along until I find someone better. Someone could be trying to string you along, collective, until they find someone better. So be mindful, okay? And you be mindful of stringing somebody else along. Even if you just, you know, you bored, you know, you out here trying, don't cause confliction and confusion to nobody. Don't be stringing nobody else along. I feel like I have to flip it, switch to both ways. Y'all make sure y'all not stringing nobody along, and pay attention to the signs if somebody's stringing y'all along. Okay. And the crazy thing is, I don't know why I just thought about this. It's like the Cardi B and Offset and what's his name? The football player. I can't think of his name right now. And I was looking into that at first. You know, normally, y'all, I don't entertain or think about getting into like celebrities, business, and all of that. You know, I don't really care. But I had seen this comment on one of the videos, and it literally, somebody had said, what's that card that came out? When you don't learn a lesson, you'll repeat it, right? And what made me think about it is, because I don't know, something told me to go look up their zodiac signs. I already knew that Cardi B was a Libra. And Offset is a Sagittarius. The other dude is a Sagittarius too. And I know on another post, when they first came out about Cardi B dating this new guy, they were saying how his football members, team members, were like, they would never even allow him to date like their sisters or any women of their family. And I'm like, what? And it's almost giving me like, she met the same energy, but in a different body. She's doing the same things that she was doing with her husband, but with this man. But they're not even married. And she's still married to Offset. I know way more of her business than I really want to know. But I be on TikTok, y'all. And when I scroll, you know, videos just pop up. Because I like to be on the For You page. I just like to scroll and see what's for me. And the algorithm has been so crazy. Because usually I get like spiritual stuff. You know, intellectual stuff like that. And lately it's been a lot of drama and, you know, people trying to get their post up and all the other stuff. Y'all, look. Anyway, it's a little rant. But it's almost giving me like that, because she could even be, and I'm saying this because there could be signs that she could have seen in her husband that she's seen in the beginning that could have spared her all those years. Because I know she's been with Offset for years. They got kids together, beautiful kids. I think it's like they have like 3 kids together, whatever the case may be. And he was really manipulative, cheating, and doing all of that. And if this dude, if she's been getting people telling her certain things, because I know these celebrities, even though they might not, you know, really care about fans and, you know, normal people's, you know, responses or whatever. But if you got other famous people saying that they wouldn't even allow their, you know, their sisters, their cousins, their whatever to date a man, and he's giving you the same signs or, you know, something similar to like what your husband has been putting you through, and you still deal with that person, that could be you learning a lesson. But that's just me going on and on and on. Anyway, but like that, it's kind of giving me that type of vibe. Anyway, though, they want you to be stuck on them. They don't want you to move on. Definitely said this, something like this for Taurus. Okay, someone has like a stalking ex or ex that's been watching them, who refuse to let them go. They want you to be stuck. It's almost giving me like, if I can't have you, no one can. Even with the whole Cardi and all that, y'all. Okay. This is in reverse, so I'm not gonna take it. Planning to do something romantic for you. Someone could be planning to do something romantic for you. Ascending in my North Node. Learn a divine lesson. Healing, receiving blessings. You could be ascending, okay, into your North Node, learning a divine lesson, healing, and receiving blessings. But someone's stuck in their South Node. Okay, stuck in their South Node. Learn a karmic lesson, paying off karmic debt. Okay, and September can be significant. September is, I believe, Leo and Virgo energy. Okay, they didn't come to realization until it was already too late. So someone didn't realize something until it was already too late. Okay, some of y'all might get invited out to a social gathering. Okay, they're gonna be mad when you pop out with your new boo, with your new lover, because period, some of y'all, okay, are gonna be meeting a new person. Okay, getting connected to a new person. I definitely got that vibe. Like, you've been healing, you've been happy, enjoying your single life, or staying in the moment, possibly not even, you know, paying attention to, you know, like I said, the distractions of the past, the worries of the future. You've been staying focused on you, your goals, your dreams. Then you have this ex who doesn't want to let you go, but you got a new lover that's coming in, and whoever this ex is that don't want to let you go, they gonna be feeling away. Okay, they don't like that you evolved. They still have a particular version of you stuck in their head. Someone doesn't like the fact that you evolved, collective. They have a particular version of you that's stuck in their head. Okay, making you feel less of yourself makes me feel better about myself. This is someone who feels like making you feel less of yourself makes them feel better about themselves. I told y'all, this is someone who, it's almost giving me like, get off on people experiencing unhappiness, sadness, depression, disappointment. That's really weird. Okay, yeah, they ain't not gonna realize something until it's gonna be too late, because y'all, some of y'all are gonna be out partying, enjoying yourself, enjoying life, and for some it's gonna be with a new boo, because they gonna be mad when you pop out with your new lover, because period, they're just gonna have to be mad, gang. Okay, but I would just be mindful, because if this person is violent and intrusive, I don't know if they're gonna try to attack you, attract this person, or what. But I would just be mindful, because it's almost giving me like a warning. This person's energy came out strong in the beginning. Y'all, the way that these cards first came out was mind-blowing, mind-boggling. It's wild. But there's some people out here who really think like this. So y'all need to just be mindful of the company that you keep, the people you involve yourself with, and definitely don't take no risk on a past person. I feel compelled to say that. Don't take a risk on a past person, because it's going to backfire you in the worst way. Okay, where was the other card that we had? Because I feel compelled to say it. And you have some good news coming in. Hold on, where is that? Okay, yeah, here we go. You made the choice to improve for a reason. Okay, don't go backwards to habits or a situation that is no longer serving you. I repeat, because I feel like this needs to be said. You made the choice. I feel like you made the right choice. Okay, to improve for a reason. Don't go backwards to habits or a situation that is no longer serving you. I might even put that as a title. Anyway, though, gang, I hope this helped. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. I love y'all. Okay, and it's going to be the energy reading, the random reading for the collective.